Hi there, so in today's video I want to talk about why Bukowski is one of my favorite poets of all times. And if you don't know who he is, then click off this video right now and get informed, you ignorant person you. Okay, first things first, so I actually think that Bukowski was an ISTP. I've seen a lot of debates online on his personality type, but for me it's pretty obvious that he was an ISTP, but a very genius ISTP with a very well developed tertiary introverted intuition. Also, I'm exclusively referring to his poetry in this video because his novels are really vulgar. As far as I know, I haven't really read them. I just know a little bit about them and read some small passages, and I really don't like that. So what makes him this genius poet in my eyes, first and foremost, is that he was not your typical pretentious artsy type of guy, but someone with a lot of harsh life experience who wrote from a place of authenticity and realness. And he even made fun of his colleagues also in some of his poems, those possibly rich and or pretentious art people who write those very seemingly abstract and, I don't know, poetry that is just supposed to sound impressive to people with not really saying that much or just not feeling really real and intense. He also dared to touch on subjects that, others would ignore, or he just wrote about the ugly aspects of life and the everything that people tend to ignore or belittle. But he did so with a kind of nonchalance and simplicity, but not at the cost of emotional depth to it. And that's the genius of Bukowski, how he could write serious poems on serious subjects, but still, in a way that was not pretentious and not too dramatic, but also not boring and not too immersed in any one perspective, but also not too detached. Just like the perfect combination and blend of those things. Furthermore, I don't necessarily think Bukowski himself considered himself a spiritual person, but I don't really know. But I really can see some, spiritual influences or thoughts in some of his poems, like, for example, The Laughing Heart, which is also one of my favorite poems by him. But right now, to end this video, I'd like to read to you one of my other favorite poems by him, called The Area of Pause. You have to have it, or the walls will close in. You have to give everything up, throw it away, everything away. You have to look at what you look at, or think what you think, or do what you do or don't do, without considering personal advantage, without accepting guidance. People are worn away with striving. They hide in common habits. Their concerns are herd concerns. Few have the ability to stare at an old shoe for 10 minutes, or to think of odd things like who invented the doorknob. They become unalive because they are unable to pause, undo themselves, unkink, unsee, unlearn, roll clear. Listen to their untrue laughter, then walk away.